It looks awesome. Just to be able to finally see some good progress in here after so long. Alright guys, as you can hear, I just beat the rain. It's starting to rain. I hate it, but I'm going to try to get some work done on sheetrock in here. I did get my coffee. I am pumped about that. As you guys know in the last video, Danielle and I did the seams of the sheetrock. We did just enough to get that tape on there pretty good, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to put in all the extra screws right now, just in the very beginning. Put in the extra screws and then tape and float all the holes and the seams again and all that. Hopefully I can get some of this drywall that I got over here and do another wall and stuff, put in some more electric, more insulation. Hopefully it won't rain too much because I don't have my water catchment set up, put in yet. That's what I was really hoping to do. But for now, let's get some screws and tape and float. So if you remember from the last video, I don't remember if I showed this or not. I may have showed it, but I don't know if I did or not. There's studs right here. Well, I marked up here on the ceiling so I could see where the stud is, and then I marked down here on the bottom. I'll show you that. I put a mark right there where the stud is, a mark right there where the stud is, and then I just kept going all the way down. So unfortunately, I don't have a pop line or anything, so I'm just gonna put a board up, mark it there, put a line down the middle. That way I know where to put the screws right in the stud. No questioning, you know, I just can make sure I get it right in there. So, I don't know if you can see on there, but I do have the marks. So, what I'm going to do is screw down at the bottom and then work my way up. I don't want to go any more than 6 inches apart. That way it holds it really well. And then also, don't go too deep on the drywall. I talked about that last time. You don't want to go all the way through, but you also don't want it to be flat on the wall because you want some of that spackle to go in there and not be an issue. That way you don't see it. I know there is a bit that you could put on here, so it just stops right there. I just go slow, it's not a big deal. The thing too with this is, rainy days, what's the rush? You got a whole day to do this. so I knocked that out. As you guys could probably tell, I got screws all the way down, screws on all that. So now I'm gonna go back with the spackle, and I'm gonna fill in all the screw holes, and then I'm gonna go back over all the seams. All right, so I got my plaster in there. Again, if you're watching this, I am not a pro. I'm just gonna try to come in and fill in these screw holes. All right, so I got those done. These bottom ones really don't matter. It's gonna be trim and stuff, but I'll still throw it on there. And then come back to this strip right here, and then I'm gonna hit it again. It's all dried up and good. I'm gonna go ahead and just cover this seam really good, and then I'll go back and do more. Oh yeah, it's looking pretty good. And again, like right here on the trim, I don't even need to do it because it's gonna have trim on it, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. It's not a big deal. Doesn't take long at all. Just kind of hit it real quick. And then I'll go back and get that excess off here in a second. I think you might be able to see that. Let me try to hit this up here. I don't know how well you can see it, but I'm gonna try to do this one for you up close. I got the whole wall done all the way down. I wish it was brighter in here, guys. I apologize, it's dark. I don't have a whole lot of lights. I literally have one light sitting on a Jackery, getting powered by the Jackery. But hopefully from over here, you can see that it's completely finished all the way down. Yes, on some of the seams, you can still see a little bit. That's not a big deal. Once you texture the whole wall, you won't even be able to tell at all. And then come in and trim the windows and everything. It's gonna look freaking awesome. And then some people were saying that I did it wrong, that I should have done the ceiling first because the way it's gonna butt up. As of right now, I don't really plan on doing sheetrock on the ceiling. I have a different idea. I may end up doing sheetrock, and if I do, again, it's not a big deal because I'm going to put thick trim and give it that good rustic farmhouse look, so I'm not worried about the perfect seams with sheetrock. But again, I think I'm going to do something else on top that I wanted to do originally. Fingers crossed that all works out, but I am pretty excited about it. Over here, you can see the dogs in here on insulation. It's raining, and then the other dogs are out here on the porch doing their thing. It's still raining, unfortunately. Again, I think it's going to be like this all day. But this is looking awesome. I am very, very pleased with it. I'm hopefully going to try to do some more wiring, some more insulation and stuff. We'll just kind of see how this day plays out. I got almost no sleep last night. So I'm hurting. I'm really hurting. I didn't sleep good. My body hurts. It's just it's one of those days, and yeah, I'm just gonna try to get done what I can. It's better than doing nothing. Even on these days you don't feel like doing anything. Even if you do a little bit, you're a little bit ahead for the next day than if you didn't do anything. So that would be the moral of the story is, even if you don't feel like doing something, just do something little. It doesn't matter how much it is, just something little, and you'll be ahead for the next day. So you can tell I went all the way to the kitchen wall. I just went ahead and finished that. We were gonna kind of wait and figure out what we're gonna do with the cabinets. And I was like, you know what, we need something back there anyway, so I just went ahead and finished it. Worst case scenario, we're gonna put something over it. Not a big deal. It cost me about $10. So I finished that whole side all the way to there. So I'm pretty happy with that, especially on a rainy day where I didn't feel like doing anything because I didn't get much sleep last night. So I am extremely pumped for this. I was looking for some wood to go ahead and trim these windows up, but this is an issue I'm gonna have to deal with when framing up something someone else did. So as you can tell down here, the gap, there really isn't one. And then you come up here and there's a pretty big gap up there. Literally can stick my finger back in there. So it's kind of the same thing on this side. A bigger gap down on the bottom, then on top, and then you come to the next window. This window is not as bad. So this one's actually pretty good all the way down, but this, look, no gap, big gap up there. So unfortunately, that's something I'm gonna have to deal with. It's not gonna be perfect. Nothing in this whole shed's gonna be perfect anyways. We're building around what someone else already did. I didn't build this. The company actually built it very, very well. But again, this isn't meant to be turned into a house. This is a shed. I get why they just put the windows in. It's not a big deal. But I have to go back and try to figure out the best way to frame these windows with them like that. It's gonna be a little off. It's not a big deal. And then also with these windows, you open them with these clamps down here, and it's not like your normal one where you lock it up here on top. So the thickness I have to frame it has to fit between there and where I could still lock it and unlock it as good as I possibly can. Not the biggest deal ever, so I think I can get it done. I really wanted to go get the window trim and go ahead and trim up all three of these windows, but again, it's raining. I can't really do it. I was gonna try to use some stuff that I milled up before. It was just too thick. There's no way I could do it. And so I'm just gonna end up trying to run into town the next time I go and find some window trim and then have these completely trimmed out. I thought about going ahead and trying to do the texture on this whole wall, kind of test it. It's not gonna hurt anything because over there in the corner, I'm gonna put trim up anyways where it meets the shiplap and the drywall. And then in the kitchen, it's gonna be tile and stuff on that backsplash or the shiplap over there. So it's not a big deal. So I could go ahead and just texture this whole wall and see how that turns out. I might do that for the next video tomorrow or something, but today I gotta let all that texture dry and then go back and do it. I need to get some sandpaper, that way I can go back and sand anything that's a little rough, that way it's as smooth as I possibly can get it before I do the final texture. So I am extremely excited to get this wall actually completed. We tried to complete it last time. We were gonna wait, and then I just figured, hey, let's just go ahead and absolutely finish it off. And I am very, very pleased, very excited, especially again on a rainy day where I didn't want to do anything and I got no sleep and I'm freaking tired. So again, unfortunately, it is raining. Yes, I do have my generator out there in the rain. I don't care. That sucker's been out there. I put it to the test and it's perfectly fine. I just know some of you guys are going to say something. I'm about to actually go turn it on and let it run in this rain so I can edit this video and get it out to you guys. But it's still just raining. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm going to try to get this video out and then run into town. I got to get some food. Whatever I can get to fit in the back of my truck for supplies, I'll get. And then I'll try to take some tarps with me, or at least buy a tarp. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get some wood to trim up the windows. Just looking at it from here, it looks awesome. Just to be able to finally see some good progress in here after so long of dealing with the bathroom project that took forever. I'm pumped. This is going to be getting knocked out fairly quickly. And then with Danielle coming out, and then I'm trying to get Jared to come up, but he's going, or Matt will be going down to my parents for a while, and so he'll have to probably stay there. He might be able to come up for a day or two. Who knows? Danielle and I might go down there and help him build on his tiny house. If you haven't checked it out, they started a new little project. They're turning a shed that we built down there for our merch company, Shoot Dang. They're actually going to turn it into a tiny house and turn it into kind of like a guest house. Matt can stay out there. Just pretty much something, because every time you know, I go down there, gotta sleep on the couch, or Jared sleeps on the couch and I take his room. So trying to just get some stuff done down there. So maybe Jared will come up here, we can go down there, who knows. But if you haven't checked it out, I'll put a link down in the description. Go check it out and let them know, hey, your brother sent me over. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it for this video. I hope you guys have an awesome day. I hope this rain goes away. I would absolutely love this rain if I had my rain catchment up. So I think it's supposed to rain for another day or two, and then about 2 days of no rain. So I'm gonna try to get the stuff for my rain catchment. Fingers crossed I can get that. But if you guys like this video, feel free to subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that cool stuff, and hope you have a good day. See ya!